Hey, this is the first video in my technical use guide, the video version for Azure DevOps. So for the first video, I'm just going to show you through the basic structure of Azure DevOps, the tool. So when you first log in to the portal, you'll have your organizations along the left sidebar. Usually it'll just be one, Breadback Operations. So if you click on that organization, it takes you to all your projects. And right now, this semester, I was focusing on a test for the cybersecurity team. So that's what I'll be showing. And within cybersecurity, I was working on the Sec DevOps. With the cybersecurity project, I was working on the Sec DevOps team. So you have organization project team. And basically when you first hop in, you'll be taken to the about. So the other person I was working with has filled out all these about sections with a lot of helpful information. Cybersecurity, we don't have as much in that. We're still adding to this, but it's pretty much like a README page in a GitHub repository. And you can get some information on the state of the project and also pipelines, which I'll get to. So if you move down the left to dashboards, these are customized for the user, and here you can have separate ones, create a new dashboard, browse them all. Right now I'm in the Sec DevOps team operation view. So it basically has two sections, no scrolling with these widgets, and then scrolling down you've got these widgets. So you can basically get insight into the state of the project. You can also add interactivity with Markdown, like here, and links. And you can also configure color coding to alert you when there are issues. If you keep going down, there's a wiki. This isn't meant to be used for documentation. That's what the Docusaurus website is for. This is just for little issues that you might want to document how you solve them. You don't have to use this. This is just an optional feature. So here in the cybersecurity wiki, we've just got some different sections to help you navigate through it. So first you'll see the wiki use guide, and this just tells you how to use it, what to use it for, how to add your own topic, and then a sample of how you should format a document. So if you go to the solution template and you just copy all this. So an example is, it's unfinished, but there was an issue with users accessing the paid features of Azure DevOps. So I've just added in a basic overview of the issue, how it was solved, and then you could add steps and then some links. If you keep moving down, you've got the board section, which is the main part. First up, you've got work items. This is just a list of every single work item that's currently up. So you probably won't be using this very much. Boards, you also don't use as much. This is showing you stories, and it doesn't actually show you the work items, which is what most people will be using. This is more for team leaders. So if I keep going down, the backlog, this is where you add tasks that you know will have to be done eventually, but you don't want to put them into a sprint yet. And you just create a new work item with this button, choose the type. They're all product backlog items unless it's a bug. Now sprints, this is the main view. This is what Planner was used for mostly, Microsoft Planner. So you can have it in two ways. You can either group everything by the, what is it now? Story point, which is the parent. So right now, I'm working on a secure code guide, and then I've got the individual tasks that I want to do for that story point. So you can see there, and then within here I've got columns for to do, in progress, and then testing, so just waiting for feedback, maybe a pull request, and then done. You can customize the columns with the column options button. And you can also change the view to who it is assigned to. So if I go to sprint 1 where there were more people, you've got the person and then all their tasks, their tasks. Now if you keep going down, you've got queries. This is mainly for people working on Azure DevOps admin, creating queries, but you create queries with a pretty simple GUI editor, and you just add the conditions. Delivery plans I don't think we'll be using. And analytics views is something you have to be one of the top members for. It's a paid feature, and it basically just has a lot of queries which are used for views on useful information, like prepared for you backlog items for today, so you don't have to create a query for each one of these yourself. And if you keep moving down, you've got pipelines. These are the same as GitHub Actions. I personally haven't used these because most of the pipelines, a lot of them are related to GitHub, so there's no point running it in Azure DevOps, because then you'd have to use communication between GitHub and Azure DevOps. It would be unnecessary for all the information about the repositories and the pull requests and commits. Environments we won't really be using. Neither will we be for library, because this is about storing secure variables for pipelines. And artifacts, we haven't started using that. That's a potential feature you could use, but that's for like including libraries and packages. So that's pretty much everything for a basic overview. And most of the time you'll get into this main page. All you want to do is just click on your project, then go to the green icon and sprints, and this is where you'll find most of what you need if you're not working on any Azure DevOps admin. Either that, or you can go to the dashboard and see how you're tracking and how your team's tracking. That's it. The next videos will be focused on specifics, like how to set up the dashboard, how you can create tasks with the API, which is the main thing I worked on, and some other parts, all relating to the Docusaurus technical use guide.